So I've just been working my way from the top down on this arcade. I gave it an initial introduction video, which was part 1. I guess it didn't have to be part 1, it was just an introduction to the restore, but part 1 we just looked at it, made the initial clean so I could actually stand to get near it and start cleaning. This video is the real initial restore video, because I'm taking things apart, marking them, taking out the wiring, unbolting everything, and doing a much better clean. So enjoy the video. Just taking out the speaker, the transformer. I realize there's screws here. You can take this whole light panel out. You do have to disconnect the speaker because the wires aren't long enough. Spray this cavity out. It's pretty gross in here. Vacuum it out, spray it out. And the speaker grill, I can't get out. It's riveted in. I'm going to leave it in. Spray paint it while it's riveted in, just along with the wood. Should be fine. What I didn't find on this cabinet was the Atari serial number / model number tag. It's usually stuck to the cabinet. Sometimes it's on the front. If it's on the front, yeah, it's long gone, but sometimes it's inside. It's more preserved, and I don't know, it gives you a little information on the cabinet. Kind of looks legit that way. It's got a serial number, but okay, I'm gonna take this bezel bracket out. Looks like there's only one bracket. It's on the top. Bottom of the bezel glass just fits in the plastic dash. Again, we'll keep all these screws. We'll paint the bracket and paint the screw heads. So everything looks brand new. It's going to be a never-ending saga here of cleaning. It needs it. It's probably 40 years of neglect. Not getting maintained and neglected. I mean, they kept them clean in the arcades, but not to a big degree. There's a separation of T-molding right here. This game wraps all the way around. All the games just stop near the back because you don't see the back, you don't see the bottom. Okay, next take the control panel out. There's 4 bolts. There's 2 wing nuts actually on the back side, on either side of the high-low shifter and the steering wheel. Just make sure you mark the wiring so they go back the same. I keep track of these bolts and screws by putting them in little bags and mark the bags. I know this might be a little anal, but I think it's better a tray full of screws that could be upset. So, and keeping them labeled, you know, by the time you get back to this game, you most likely won't remember which screw goes where. So best to keep track. Okay, this control panel is hinged. Additional 3 bolts are holding it to the cabinet. Here's the back of the steering wheel. Everything seems to be good. I'm going to unbolt it, check it out, grease it if I have to, of course clean it. And this is the shifter, high-low shifter that's got duct tape on it. So I wonder if the housing's cracked or what's going on here. We'll have to take it apart and see. Okay, so now this fake dashboard here. How is this on? Looks like 3 more bolts in the front here. And they're a pain to get on. Close-up of the cigarette burns. Well, see, they used to let people smoke in the arcades, and you know, when they got busy arcading, they had to put their cigarette somewhere. Well, taking that dash out, sure gives a lot more access to clean this cabinet, this monitor area. I'm taking this board out. It's the board that the monitor rests on. It's pretty nasty, dirty, probably soaked with mouse urine. I hate to say that, but so I'm taking it out, spraying it down. Just to scrape off any hard stuck on dirt and paint that's peeling off. This scraper with a razor blade on it. The best thing is just make a big mess of it. Spray it down again. Working on these Costco plastic tables is shifts. Seriously. We need something more permanent. I'll check the potentiometer to see if it's still working, see what ohm rating it is. Potentiometer is a AB or Allen Bradley manufacturer, 5K ohm, so it's 5,000 ohm variable resistor, and we'll measure that. Since it's a variable resistor, it gives you that variation when you press the gas pedal. So it'll turn the potentiometer and give you variation in speed as you're going down the track or playing the game. So that's how that gas pedal works. It will vary the speed. It's not like it's going to be something fake in the game. It'll definitely change your speed as you're operating the game. And Allen Bradley, that's a pretty good quality component, so I'm sure it's still working. I'm just looking at the pole position, upright main wiring, and under the gas, that's a symbol for potentiometer. It says 5K ohm pot. Okay, we'll go to this here and measure it. Cleaned up better now. we'll go the outside wires. I'll put my multimeter in these connections here. Try to see if this is fully rated 5K, and then we'll check and see if it's properly varying the resistance. Go on ohms. We'll check the outside leads of this potentiometer. If you don't know, on a potentiometer, there's 3 terminals coming off. If you measure the resistance from the outside terminals, you should be able to get the size of the potentiometer or variable resistor in total. And then if you go to the middle one and any one of the others, you should see a variation in the resistance. So, and I track these down. So the outside terminals are these 2 on the harness here. Okay, 4.9. So that's a 5K variable resistor. Okay, so it's the outside. This should give us some variable resistance. Let's see, let's turn the little over. Okay, 5K resistance. We press the gas, changes the resistance. So the way this is operating is you decrease, as you're pressing the gas, you're actually decreasing the rest of resistance, which the game will register as a higher speed. So it goes down to 2.2. I don't know if that's a full range. I'm going to adjust the potentiometer here because it's a little loose. So adjust it so it's not moving. Need a couple adjustments here. See if it's gonna register at 5 to start at. Okay, it does. It goes down to 1.9. Well, that's better. So you're getting basically the potentiometer is off, and then with depressing the pedal, you get down to just under 2K. So that's good for now. I'll do some studies and learn along the way whether that's a good setting or not. That'll get painted like the rest, and probably another like that emery cloth type grip to finish that off. Nasty. Oh, these controls still work after. Look at that, 170,000 plays on this pole position. You think the operators made money back in the day? Crazy. That's a crazy amount. Divide that by 4. What would the game cost? Maybe 2,500 bucks. The counter's correct. Yes, I had to go to my calculator because I'm terrible. Math. Over $40,000 in quarters, right? So that's nuts. So this game is very profitable, very popular. So you might might understand the desire to get this game. Got this to a point where I can start taking it apart now. Got to clean it to a certain point, or else it's quite too much to deal with, and I should have rubber gloves on, but I never remember till it's too late. So yeah, it's been a busy day. Ordering parts, cleaning parts. Okay, coming up to my worst part, this coin door. Maybe I would just clean the bezel. Dashboard, I guess. Not really the bezel. Bezel of the control panel? Okay, let's give her a spray down. The sponsor for today is Simple Green. Don't leave this stuff sit too much. Even Simple Green is harsher than you think, or better at cleaning than you think. It might take, well, it will take nice painted art on back glass off if you just let it sit too long. Yeah, lesson I had to learn. And then a lesson in painting some glass. Yeah, I didn't include that in the last, or the Gallagher restore, but I sprayed the perfect bezel glass for the monitor, and it's fine, but the underside was kind of full of cigarette smoke and whatnot, so I cleaned it and then wouldn't come clean, so I sprayed it again with Simple Green. I let it sit, and then when I came back, quarter of the paint had been peeled off. So with this aging paint, don't use Simple Green to let Simple Green to soak. So there you go. There's a tip. I'm getting this off here right away. Hang on. Another visit with the hose. I'm gonna lightly spray this down. I've cleaned this twice. Look at this dirt still coming off this thing. Crazy. And I didn't even manage to flip it over. I flipped it over and yeah, still quite a bit more dirt to clean this thing up. Can't have this in the house with this much dirt on it. Ooh, it's big enough. That's city chlorinated water. Whatever else they put in, control the masses. Okay, it's progressed so far. It's coming along. I mean, it takes a while. Just clean as you go, take things apart, mark them. But that's just part of the hobby. Actually, if you enjoy this hobby, you don't mind the time it takes. You have the patience because you're looking forward in the end to a finished product and a game that is fun and performs, and you'd be happy you took the time to do things right. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Progress will continue next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.